Magnus now has extra ability to get settlers without losing population. That's going to be a fantastic little hub. And I'm now switching in campus adjacency, plus 16 science per turn. We're up to 78. Not only that, education and missions are about to be unlocked as well. Don't forget, I said the rule was every city had to have one mission. I think that's a fair rule, and it's a rule we're going to be playing with. Valencia. Okay, all of my trade routes are still pretty good from my capital, to be fair, so I'm just using my capital as a trade hub. I need to focus on getting that better, and actually we're going to get the worship building going. That'll be good. That'll give me a little bit more gold from all my trade routes. Oh, a canal's being built over here. Oh my god, how far ahead are they from me? Let's have a look. Dooba-doo-doo. 33 tax, 31 tax. Okay, it's not too bad. I built the Mausoleum, everyone! It's amazing! Science, faith, and culture for all coast tiles, as well as having double engineers. Now, the good thing about engineers is they can be bought with gold, and the good thing about gold is that I have an absolute metric shite ton of it. A metric shite ton, by the way, is 2.5 imperial tons, just in case you were curious about how much a shite ton was. It's a question I get asked a lot. There's a trader. There's a 26 gold trader. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Madrid is slowly coming along now. And oh, yes, these tiles are a lot better. Quickly get yourself a builder. 6 charge builder. There's some lovely fish that are being worked but need improving. That's great. Otherwise, build me a boat. Build me an armada worthy of Mordor. We're going to go and find Kupe. I've been granted a recon unit. Amazing. Let's go and recon this very small island. It's done. We've finished the reconnaissance of this island. What do we do now? She's saying that. This is Mercury. Are we going to get a huge amount of gold from this? We're on 428. Pop. Okay, not quite. Not quite. We might have got 5 gold for a small monopoly, but not a big one. Just a little monopoly. Oh my god, what's happening over here? Retreat. Retreat. Theology is done, by the way, so let's get the temple. Boomp. Nice, that'll improve my traders quite considerably, actually, and we can get an apostle and improve my religion in a second. It's not the priority, though, because I've got to wait one more turn for Magnus to get into my city. We should be able to pump another 3 settlers out here, I think. Oh, it's another harbour. Lighthouses. Perfect stuff. Madrid, have yourself another trader. Education. Missions are available. They should give 2 faith, as well as an extra 2 faith, 1 production and 1 food if on a different continent to my capital. I should be able to do that pretty much on all continents, which is lovely. You could say I do it with incontinence, but not quite. There's 4 error score, which I just realised I didn't need to do. I should have waited until next era, but I guess this is in the spirit of the challenge to get 1 in every city, right? So that's fine. But here we go. Settler time. Huzzah! Nalanda. Oh, Nalanda's a good find. Bit of extra science. Yes, I'll take a couple of envoys there. Perfect. That's 99 science. I'm on our turn 118. So I'm very much behind the turn 100, 100 science sort of meta here. But considering the restrictions on settling towards the beginning of the game, I'm not actually too sorry about what's happened to us this game so far. This is good. I'm pumping out quadriremes as well. Now remember, we can't go to war with them. We can't fight with them until they're fleets and armadas, because that's what Spain does. But still, we can still explore and try and find Kupe, which is the most important thing, because I have no idea where that bugger is. Missions are so good. They are so good. Lots of extra faith as well, which really helps. Right, still pumping settlers out. This is really, really good. I'm using my faith as a priority whilst I have monumentality, but it's not going to last forever. Renaissance era. Perfect. Okay, I believe we want to go for Hixonc Draconas this time. +3 starting population for cities on a different continent. Monumentality is really good, but I've got so much gold, I can just buy the settlers outright. Like, it's not a problem. I would rather get some crazy settling going. Now, there's some niter I've just discovered there. I think that's the only source of niter that is on my set of land. We'll just double check that. Yes. Oh, there's some down there, but we can't get it because it's on Siberia. Same with that one. Okay, perfect. I still need to get missions, actually, in these 2 cities. In fact, oh, have I buggered this up? This city is going to have to put a mission on that tile, and this one's going to have to put one on this tile. And this city He's buggered. Oh, it can't actually put a mission down. Oh no. Oh, I think I've cocked that up. We'll ignore that one. That was, we'll call that an honorary fail. I meant to do it right, and I cocked it up. How much is a settler right now? 1,280. That's 3 turns worth of gold. More. Well, I produce a lot more gold than that because I'm just buying it from everyone. Everyone's gold game is really good. Like, there's never been a point so far in this playthrough where people have not had enough gold to pay for me. Like 161, 300, 129, 159, 200, 500. Hungary's doing well. Blimey, Hungary. Are they the points leader? Who's the points leader? China, Hungary, then me! Hooray! And we can now do civil service, which means I can trick Kublai into a cultural alliance. Oh, I'm going to have to pay for it slightly. But if I do that, I can now settle right by them, including on like really fun tiles like this one. And maybe like over here. Tasty. Yeah, there's some actually really, really good places for me to settle. We'll go there. And I might treat myself. It's all about getting the fish without overcrowding an area. I think I might go there as well. I'd rather have the places. I mean, actually, no, that's a terrible settlement. But I guess can I put missions on snow? Is that a thing? Let's have a look. What can I do? Where can I settle them? On snow? Yeah, I can. So they're actually really good tiles. Nice. Say what you will. The Spanish are good in the cold. As for other alliances, I have 2 traders going to Macedon who just refuses to like me because I'm not at war with anybody. You'll come around. But let's go for an economic alliance with Portugal. They really don't want that. Crazy. What about research? Nope. Military? Yes. Okay, fine. We'll do that with them. Research alliance for Gilgamesh. Religious for China. I'm having to pay for all of these, by the way. It's awful. And economic for Poland. Okay, that's not too bad. It didn't actually cost me a huge amount. Considering how much gold I've got coming in per turn, I can't really complain. They should give me faith from my trade routes. But 60 faith per turn now. Oh, yeah. That's good. Where was it? Over here. Okay, cool. Actually, a lot of the map is settled. The AI on Deity++ is really settling well. We are going to have to just claim colonies while we can. And once we can do it no more, we will have to maybe go and fight some people for their colonies. Facidal Island is still Siberia. When does Siberia finish? And where the hell is Kupe? All of these are very valid questions. Tell you what I will do then. I'm going to build an industrial zone there, and then we can go for the Venetian arsenal on that tile. Oh, amazing. Oh, and I discovered universities and I haven't been buying them. That's a stupid move. Another city on this little frozen island there in Toledo. Very good. Oh, no, you're kidding me. That's Siberia. I can't do that. Hang on. You saw nothing, okay? You saw nothing.
Even the quiet words of newly printed paper.
So really, what I meant to do, clearly, was settle on this tile. Cough. Shh. Don't tell anyone, okay? It was a mistake. It was a genuine mistake. Oh man, I'm paranoid now. I'm absolutely paranoid. No, this is all fine. This is all fine. Good. Good. But look how good these missions are. Bump. And then bump. Just turning like tundra tiles into just beautiful, beautiful things. Another lighthouse. I will take that. Thank you so much. And I will also buy myself an apostle to get a worship building to make my gold routes even better. 100 Dairo. Oh, they're good. They're really good. They would give me full housing from water. And I have a lot of no freshwater cities that just sat on the coast. That could be really handy, actually. Anyway, look at all this. Barcelona, Cadiz, Salamanca. Some amazing little cities, actually. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to switch over Magnus to Salamanca because I think I can actually settle over the end of this continent and then come out the other side, which would be highly cheeky and highly amazing. There's evangelizing the belief. And okay, first of all, right, let's get the cross-cultural dialogue. I love the idea of getting more science. Yeah, let's do that. 12 science per 10. That's a big deal. That was a good choice, I feel. So let's get a second apostle, and then we'll get the worship building. This trade route has 3 production, 27 gold, and 17 faith. And more importantly, fingers crossed, I should be able to make that a good Visselbanken route once I pick up that card. Lovely. Now this looks like a terrible, terrible snow city, but it's not. It's absolutely not. Already, it's stable on food, and just you wait. It's going to be perfect, because these useless snow tiles, look at that, nothing on it, can go bump. 1 food, 1 production, 4 faith. That faith is awesome. It's really, really not a bad pickup at all. And huzzah, perfect, Valencia is founded as well. I'm going to go and just chop down that forest so that I can get the mission going. Lovely stuff, Valencia. Oh, it's all looking so good. My little kingdom. Evangelize belief. What building shall we pick up? Now, I don't have a lot of holy sites. I'm getting most of my faith from trade routes, so it doesn't need to be particularly good. It just needs to be a worship building. I think we're going to go for mosques, because then I can spread more with the missionaries I do have. Mount Kilimanjaro and Nazca. Oh, we had a lot of fun with Nazca last time out, didn't we? Fantastic city-state. Love it to bits. In fact, yeah, I could even put a Nazca line on that tile. Oh, it wouldn't be particularly good. Oh, hang on. Barbs? What? Oh, you annoying people. Right, hang on. Right, this caravel's going to have to go and seize that back. I can see this already. You know, the one thing I have not found right now is Kupe. Wherever they're hiding, I mean, it's very frustrating. Gilgamesh is my friend. Portugal's my friend. It really is good. It's either that or Montezuma. I mean, admittedly, as the Spanish, it is quite tempting to go after Montezuma. Is that not what Spain does? Take on Native American, or Native Southern American civs and just sort of give them disease. Man, maybe I should have called my religion smallpox. Ooh, that would have been entertaining, maybe. Or just really close to the wire. I don't know, one of the two. Anyway, there's a settlement right next to good old... Kublai doesn't mind really, do they? Actually, that's an amazing campus. Look at that, +4. Huzzah! And then a harbour. Oh, you know what? I don't even care. This is just a beautiful +6. Perfect. The good thing about having 4 pop cities is you can immediately put both districts down, and it's like, yep, sure. Nanadol. Oh, that's even better. That's even better. 2 culture for every district next to the ocean. I mean, you know what? I have a few. Just putting it out there. So I'm just going to unexpectedly dive in here randomly and turn 129 when you least expected me to, just to run through a couple of quick points that I noticed when we were editing the first part of this series. This is one of those weird ones where actually we edited the first episode and then I'm finishing the series afterwards. So I did notice that in hindsight, getting the God of the Sea pantheon would have been a fantastic thing. It would have given me 1 production in every single one of my fishing boats. I went back and checked because I was like, why did I not pick that? And it'd already been taken by somebody. So that's why I didn't take it. I didn't see it in the option list because someone had already grabbed it. So if you were wondering why I didn't do that, that's why. The other thing I was noticing is in order to basically abide by my own rules, attacking with fleets and armadas and then with conquistadors, I'm going to have to really get on the Niter game. At the moment, I've only got 2 coming in per turn. And the problem is that my main naval assault unit, the frigate, takes 20 Niter, and the conquistador also takes 10. There's only so much I can do without Niter, and I get the feeling there's not a huge amount on the map. Luckily, my allies have some, and I believe I can probably trade it at some point, but at the moment, it's going to be quite difficult to get. Yeah, look at that. Nobody wants to sell it at the moment. It is very expensive. So I was having a look around. I've already identified this point of Niter, which will give me my second source, but exploring around the world and finding more Niter is going to be an incredibly important thing to do. Now, if I can get a merchant that expands my territory, I could in theory grab this one, but it's on the 4th ring of Madrid. So unfortunately, Madrid is going to have to buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiles. It's going to cost approximately just over 1,000 gold in order to get all of those. And then it would start hopefully working on that tile eventually with culture. It might take a while though. But it is a possibility, but it's not a very efficient use of gold, but I might be able to get a 3rd twig of Niter from that. This one, unfortunately, is on a different continent, so I can't pick that source of Niter up. What I'm going to do is send my scout over this way. I did realise that obviously the world links up, but past Siberia and past Poland, this is the same continent as the one I'm settling on, and there is a source of Niter there. So I'm going to keep sending settlers basically in this direction. I can also send them in the other direction from here, so I can either go east from Madrid or west from my colonies, and maybe I can pick up some more NITA then. I might also have to look at the NITA policy card. Now, at the moment I'm getting maritime industries in. I think that's a really good one. Later, however, I believe we might need to go for the one that gives me more NITA per turn, if I can remember where it is. Is it mercantilism? Yes, it is. Drill manuals. I was going that way anyway. It's really important for me because I need fleets and armadas, and that, I believe, is when Spain unlocks them. Yes, mercantilism. There we go. So those are my little goals. I'm playing the trick here. I think I mentioned this before, but quadriremes, I'm building a lot of them, like an entire fleet, because now that I've unlocked mercenaries, I can upgrade them for 50% less NITA. At only 10 a pop, it's a lot cheaper doing it like this than it is to be building the frigates. However, it would be really good to get the Venetian arsenal done quickly, so I can just be doing that just much faster. Thinking about it as well, I also want to rush Auckland. I've already got it as a suzerain, but if I hit the industrial era, which hopefully I'm going to do soon, mass production will go into industrialization there. That won't take too long, but that'll give me another production in all of my sea tiles or my coast tiles. And like cities like Madrid, this is working 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tiles. So that's another 9 production coming in from nowhere. It would be a huge benefit to me, massive benefit. I'm pretty sure now that every single one of my cities on another continent now has a mission, apart from Valencia. I already spoke about this. It was a total miss. Oh, I can't believe I missed it in this one. So annoying, but you know, it'll have to exist into the future with that sense of absolute failure that all of its population just won't shake. And that's just that, isn't it? At any rate, there is my NITA source. That's 4 coming in per turn. That helps a bit. It won't fix my problem, but it definitely helps a bit. There's a lumber mill. That rushes mass production perfectly to within like 1 science. That made me very happy. And here is the Venetian arsenal. Now, it will get rid of a crab's tail, but considering I'll be able to build 2 boats for the price of 1, I think it's more than worth it. Still pumping settlers out, by the way. Important that I do this. I'm now going to wait myself. I'll basically go to the west coast of this continent, and then I've got a little island here to go. I mean, that I believe, is that a +6? Yeah, that's a +6. That's pretty damn good. But yeah, there's so many science spots. I want to miss any of them. Oh, found Kupe. I finally found Kupe. They are a significant distance away from me, but looks like they're pretty isolated from everyone else, which is good. That means they might be good colony territory. Unfortunately, the barbs are back and they're being highly annoying, so we need to go and just sort that out. I've also realised that somewhere... Oh yeah, frigate's being built. Stop it. Don't eat my NITA. That's so annoying. But I'm upgrading to caravels now. I need as many of these as I can get because I've got barb problems and it's just proving annoying. Just going to pick up exploration quickly because I think Merchant Republic is going to be a very good government for me this game. Bit of extra gold from any city with a governor in. That's great, seeing as I have all my trade routes coming from a city with a governor in. Although thinking about it and thinking longer term, once I get colonialism and I get the colonial taxes card, that's 25% extra gold for cities that aren't on my continent. I'll want to move my trade routes to somewhere that isn't Valencia, eventually. I'm also now thinking as well, Montezuma might be a good target. So many high population cities in a very small bunch. If I took this one, this one, this one all in one sort of attack, it would be brilliant. Kupe would be fun as well. I haven't really decided between the two. I think what I might do is maybe see... I think they've both got very equivalent military strength. Kupe is the weaker one though, so I feel like in spirit of the challenge we should do Kupe first. So I'm just going to start to move my quadriremes down just to get into sort of friendly home territory, and I can start to upgrade them soon. Now I'm pretty sure nobody is going to sell me NITA. Nope, nobody's selling me NITA at the moment, so I just need to keep an eye out for that one. But as we get the upgrade, every 10 I can upgrade one of my boats. Exploration, Merchant Republic, it's all a good one. Okay, professional army up there for a second. Realistically, I would also like to get myself both upgrades. Where is the other one? It is Retinues there. Republican Legacy is a really good card, but we'll just hold on for a second. Check out this one. Colonial Officers, 15% faster growth and extra loyalty on any city that's not on my home continent. Well, I've only got one city on my home continent, so that card is going to do well. I think mercantilism. We're going to go mercantilism and then up into colonialism. All of these are going to be so good for me. But look at these upgrades. 1 frigate, 2 frigates. Perfect stuff. Just going to keep scouring the market. As soon as NITA pops along as able to be sold, that's what I'm going to go for, but it's going to be difficult. People are not going to want to get rid of it. Sorry, Kublai, I'm going to settle right on your border here because there's fresh water. It's a sprawling empire, and that Mercury looks like something that's going to give me a monopoly bonus. Oh, it didn't. Means I can put an industry around it, though. That's relatively cool. Oh, I picked up a settler from a random barb that just happened to be in the sea. And there is some NITA on this island there. And actually, that would work as a really nice staging ground for my boats. So you know what? Yes, make your way here, please. All the frigates that have been upgraded, and also caravels. We're going to make our way over and then use this as a staging post. I love it. This Spanish game is really silly in the way that I've got so many builders. I'm actually using them to explore. Like, they finish all the improvements. There's nothing more that I can do in whatever city they're stood in. So they just sort of like head off. It's great. Now, oh, the Mercury. The Mercury, okay, is a science improvement. Now, where was my other improved Mercury? It was... There's one in this city, and that is in Barcelona. I think I would prefer that to be in Cadiz, because it's a bigger city. And I think I'm going to make this into a bit of a trading hub, but... That's cool because I can make that into an industry, and that's going to massively help. I've also got a bunch of trade routes that I can buy. If I just quickly give myself a little bit of liquidity by selling some diplomatic favour, I can now go for 1 trader, 2 traders. But this is now going to be my new trading hub. Cadiz is pretty damn good. It's got so many fish. I think once I get a seaport up in it, with an improved Auckland, which is happening next turn, this is going to be an amazing point for me. Oh, you know what? That idea of using it as a staging post has been ruined by the fact that the exploration ship has just been one-shot by a barbarian caravel, so I think I need to retreat quickly. I am going to instead go and settle right next to Kupe. I think that would be a much better idea for me. I also just realised that putting my boats onto autopilot's bad because they just got hit by that city, so I need to be a little bit careful there. And actually, Cadiz is good because it managed to trade with Ascot, which is on a different continent, and also Pella, which is on a different continent, so this is going to be an amazing little city already. I can just see it already. There's also a 15% science boost in the city too. There's industrialisation though, which means that all of my sea tiles are now getting 2 production rather than 1. It's a huge difference. It really will improve all the infrastructure in my cities massively as we go along. Perfect. So now I've got that. The next thing I need to do is go for steam power. Now, how much coal did I just get given? That is under a mission. That's unfortunate because I want to keep the mission because this city needs one. So that's really unfortunate. Never mind. Well, no coal from that tile then. And Valencia is sat on top of some. Brilliant. That's even better. Okay, cool. So we have at least some coal coming in per turn. Not a lot, but some. I would love it if I could do culture bombs. And I think trade routes to trade city-states make sense. I'll put 3 votes in on each and see if that goes through. Fill up and trade. It did. Oh, just decisive, subtle voting. That's all you need to do, really. It is just amazing how effective snow cities are. You think, oh no, there's no food here. What are we going to do? And it's like, no, don't worry. Missions are here, and they will put food literally onto nothing. It's great. A bit more science in my city through Pingala, who should just about be established in Cadiz now. Not quite, but we're getting there. Guilds is done as well. That means I've got humanism and then mercantilism to finish. Very good indeed. I'm just trying to think if there are any easy envoys I can pick up. I don't think there is at the moment. What I was looking to do was pick up Nanadol. So that's recruiting a great writer to get that one in. But if I can Nanadol it, yeah, that's going to be a huge culture boost. So something I'm really looking to do as soon as possible, really. Just in anticipation of my future war, I'm picking up printing. That gives me diplomatic visibility over Kupe. It's another +3 combat strength, but hey, all adds up. And here is my settlement right next to Kupe. Hello, don't mind me. I'm just going to be Popping along here and doing my thing. Don't mind me also if I start upgrading all of my frigates right next to your land. It's nothing to worry about really. I'm just preparing to become super friends. That's clearly what's happening here. It's the only thing that you can do with large quantities of boats just offshore. Don't worry about it. Don't forget though, until these things are fleets and armadas, I can't attack. Spain isn't going to go attacking with no, rubbish, fleetless armada. Like, ugh, we settle too close. You know what? I'm going to send some grievances your way, my friend. This is not going to be something that you're going to be worried about for too much longer. I'm sorry. Why does my capital now follow Catholicism? We'll get back to that in a second. But look, Venetian arsenal.
Happy is that
Whoa-hey! This is really good. This lets me double build all boats. I'm going to get privateers soon, and as soon as I get privateers, I can basically start raiding the entire map, which is what I'm going to want to do. It also lets me build a boat and then immediately fleet it, which means I can immediately use it. Now, one thing that is a bit of a problem is that this, I believe, is my only holy site. So I have no other way of getting my religion back at the moment. Interesting. Okay. Right, in that case, let's just put a break on this one quickly. You build a holy site, we're going to have to start an Inquisition and send them over really quickly. In the meantime, I'm going to be building Kilwa in my capital. That seems like a good use of a desert tile. I can't think of anything else you put in desert. No, nothing comes to mind. Third source of niter. Plonk. I'm getting 6 per turn. I'm just going to pinch James Young quickly because he's going to reveal oil for me, and that's a big one. I really like that. I like to know where I should be settling. There's steam power, by the way. That gives me ironclads. Ironclads are very handy, and I'm thinking actually that would be a really good upgrade for when I attack Kupe, because I already have a caravel just sort of sat here. How much is that going to be? 145 gold and some coal? Yeah, done. So we're still going west, and now I'm on this little tiny island here. It's got so many fish around it that I'm really hoping this is going to be a good pickup. I'm still trying to put the missions down first where I can. That's an important thing for me to do there. What does James Young give me? Economics, combustion, okay, and oil. Let's have a look and see what oil we've got. I have some underneath a mine on a mountain. Perfect, so I've already got some coming in. Well, I would do. No, it needs to be an oil well, doesn't it? There's some in the tundra up there. There's some under a mission there. Okay, I've got plenty. That's good. My colonies have a lot of oil. Meanwhile, the upgrading of my boats is going delightful. I've now got a 70 strength ironclad. I've got frigates everywhere. In fact, actually these ones need to be upgraded. That's good. I've got campuses popping up everywhere that are now spitting universities out. So that's all absolutely lovely. Up to 209 science per turn. I'm slowly catching back up with the pack. China's on 43, I'm on 32, so I'm 11 techs behind at the moment, but we are getting there slowly. Nelson, industrial and modern era naval units. Now, I believe my frigate is not advanced enough. No, it's a Renaissance unit, but the ironclads will be boosted by Nelson, so that's good. It's worth having him, and we can also turn him into a shipyard when we're done with him as well. And more importantly, in the north, this city now has a shrine and temple, perfect, as well as a mosque. I can now get myself an apostle, or 2, and we're going to go and try and reclaim my land with Inquisitors, because Poland has refused, I mean, they've just outright refused to stop sending apostles to me. I asked politely. But now that I've got Conquistadors, I'm going to beeline electricity. I can get seaports running, I can build fleets from scratch, which combined with Venetian arsenal is just an amazing combo. So that apostle cannot get the debater promotion, okay, and this one also can't, so it doesn't really matter who I evangelize. I'm gonna try a little trick though. Somebody said that you only need 3 spreads to evangelize, so what I'm gonna do is give you the 75% removal policy, and I'll do the same with this one. And we are going to go ahead and see if I can use 1 spread and then evangelize. I've always been interested to see if this does work. Humanism has been achieved. Good. I think for now we're just going to ignore it for a little bit. I'm going to stick back on the press gangs card. 100% production towards naval units in the industrial area. That's good. And then Republican legacy I think is going to be a great shout as well. That'll give me more immunities, and that'll just, there we go, boost all of my outputs by about 10%. Always worth keeping your cities happy if you can. Speaking of, I'm pretty sure... Oh, there we go. Niter is now available on the market. We'll keep an eye on that. There's some chocolate. There's some tea. Can I sell the rest of my stuff? I just feel like I need to sell everything before I go to war, including my diplomatic favour that is going to disappear very quickly once I start taking continents over. I mean, it's not going to go well for a lot of people, this one. There's mercantilism though. That will give me everything I need to then go to war. After that, I'm going to be going for Wars of Religion to get myself the extra +4 combat strength, because I believe, Maori has towers, and so they have their own religion, so that's cool. And there is a Conquistador. I built one. I said I was going to try and use them for actual combat, and I did remember, which is great. Nan Nadol. This is going to take my culture from 77 to 154. Wow, I don't even need to keep that city-state long. That will be enough to boost me to mercantilism very quickly indeed. It makes me laugh every time. No one expects the Spanish, but that's immature, but it's wonderful. Oh, this one has debater. Good. Perfect. And what about this one? Debater as well. Good. I haven't even needed to send an Inquisition out just yet. So I've got 2 debaters. I might just go and get rid of Poland's religion just in retribution for them spreading it over to me. I really wasn't interested in a particularly religious game today, but the fact that Poland keep annoying me just means I'm more likely to go and do it, because I'm really petty. I think if you've watched my channel for long enough, you'll just understand that that is absolutely true. It's just the pettiness. There we go. Look, I used one spread and I can still launch Inquisition. There we go. So it does work. That's interesting. I never knew that. Oh, I love that. I always forget this one's in the game. So Kublai has a secret agenda called Flat Earther. He wants to block humankind from circumnavigating the globe or going into space. I love that, considering he's one of the most technologically savant nations of the game so far. It's brilliant. 35 techs. I'm catching up on him though. 35 versus 30. So I'm still 12 behind the leader, but I am beelining quite heavily at the moment into electricity. I'm getting electricity, but I don't know what a castle is. I like that sort of, that blend. It's good fun. Sorry, Poland, but your apostles are no match for mine. Hee hee hee. Okay, we're getting rid of Catholicism, and this will soon mean that we can actually start spreading it to their lands as well. But my Inquisitors are amazing. They are so powerful. Spanish Inquisitors, they have an extra couple of charges, and they totally remove an enemy's religion from their lands. Oh, sorry, they remove their religion from my lands, I should say. They're defensive units, but it means my apostles can go into the other direction, so it's all good. I'll get a couple of gurus to go with them, and that should be good. I might just send a few missionaries over to Alexander, actually, to be fair. I get science for everyone that follows my religion, so I might as well just go and make use of it. Just picked up mercantilism, so Merchant Confederation can go in. Give me a little bit more gold per turn. That is great. My trade routes are still epic. There's an amazing route to Lisbon. I mean, that's just awesome. I can now build fleets. I'm just going to quickly pick up monarchy so I can go to the Wars of Religion card down there. That shouldn't take too long, but the most important thing now is for me to start assembling fleets. Now, what I've got is I've got a couple of upgraded frigates. These are the ones that need to fleet up first. There we go, like that, and then I can make armadas immediately. I'm just going straight to armada. There's no point hanging around, I don't think. Much easier to move my troops around, if anything. So 3 fleets, which is just going to be combined arms on that front, and then I've got an ironclad. There we go as well. So, I mean, this is all pretty good. This is also a very good time to start kicking out privateers. 5 turns on privateers, you say? Okie dokie. Kilwa is finished as well. 3 extra envoys, as well as giving me a 15% boost in my capital towards anything that I have a suzerain with. And if I get 2 suzerains, that bonus extends across everywhere. Now, I know I've at least got a culture suzerain and a production suzerain, so both of those are pretty good. And a faith. Oh yeah, of course I've got a faith as well. Perfect. So, what else am I going to do? If I give myself an extra envoy in Mexico City, that would give me 15% production towards all buildings and wonders, I think, everywhere, right? Wonders, buildings, and districts. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. That's perfect. So, bam. And after that point, I'm going to focus on Kabul. Units receive double experience from battles they initiate. That's an amazing one. Now from memory, Kupe is not friendly in terms of an alliance with anybody, and I think I could probably get a couple of joint wars involved because I've got... Actually, I did have a decent fleet. I had 1,100 and now I've fleeted everything up. It's now only worth 700, so I've gone down a considerable amount, but you can see like Poland, for instance, really dislike Kupe, so we're going to go for this. I'm not going to be asking for joint war money, don't worry. We're just going to be doing this normally. Joint war. There we go. So Poland are involved, as is Sumeria, the Aztecs, Macedon, and Hungary. So, in one fell swoop, Kupe now has everyone in the world apart from China and Kublai at war with them. This, I'm hoping, should be fairly sweet and efficient. Right, my quadrireme fleet is just going to go and make sort of short work of their caravel. Hopefully that won't disappear too much. I'm going to actually use my frigate armada to take that on. Oh yes, I've got opponents' movements intel as well as a military alliance, and also I've got my Spanish +5 because they have a religion. They are getting +6 combat strength because of the Deity ++. It's more difficult than Deity, and it carries a stronger sense of combat strength as well, just to make it even worse for me. But look at this, my troops are going to get involved very quickly here. One attack from that, 2 attacks. The walls are almost half down already, and my ironclad fleet might as well start leveling itself up as well. I thought Macedon would like that. Of course she will. They were just being a little bit annoying, and they weren't getting on board with my crazy plans, but now I think they will. So I feel this war was well timed because Kupe was bottom of the tree. Gilgamesh is technically bottom, so these two are the sort of colony targets, but I am allied. Well, I'm not allied with Gilgamesh anymore, but it does expire in 24 turns. How is Gilgamesh doing? I haven't checked in with them recently. They're doing okay, actually. Their lands are kind of very snowy. They haven't really got a huge amount of decent land. They've been very much wedged into the bottom of the map. I think it's going to be the Aztecs on my next target. They're still way below everybody else in score, and I believe tech-wise they're kind of behind as well. I mean, they may not be. No, they're actually ahead of me in tech. Fine. So perhaps that's not really in the spirit of colonies. I think Sumeria might be the next target, kind of annoyingly. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. 1 attack with the frigate, 2 attacks with the frigate. That would be the ironclad getting the kill. But I'd kind of like the Conquistador to do the same thing, so we're going to try and do that. It should hopefully bring this to my religion if I get the kill. Yeah, 4 over score for doing that. Perfect. There we go. No one expected the Spanish butt, but the Conquistador brought it in force. And how come Kupe hasn't improved any of their fishing boats? This is really weird. Oh yes, of course. It's because we're playing with Monopolies mode, isn't it? Is everybody doing that? No, actually, no, look. A lot of stuff's been improved in Kublai's lands, so maybe it is just Kupe. So actually, privateers are no longer a thing because I should be making submarines. That's the only problem about doing what I've just done and skipping straight to electricity. I can get seaports now, but I can't build privateers anymore. Never mind, submarines are still very, very good. They're just a bit slower and they take oil, which is annoying. Telecommunications, which fixes that. Nuclear submarines are ages and ages away. So let's get castles, banking, astronomy, pick all those quickly, and then we'll, fingers crossed, start leaping back up the tech board and catching up with China, who are doing so well. Oh, the irony. Oh, you're not welcome among my people. Go away, Poland. You started this. Okay. And actually, now that we've got Reformed Church, press gangs isn't as needed anymore because I need better boats than that. Let's go Wars of Religion. +4 combat strength against a Kupe. Speaking of, 103 strength when I attack with my ironclad fleet. Kaboom! Oh, my military ally just made peace with them the turn I go to war. What sort of military ally are you? Look at that smug face from Portugal. They know they've done one over on me there. Oh, cheeky so-and-so. Can't believe that. What an ally. What a brilliant ally. Turns out my ironclad can actually one-hit into caravels, which is relatively entertaining, so we're going to do that for a little bit whilst my armadas clean up afterwards. 1 attack followed by 2 attacks, and there we go, the debaters are really pushing around now. Good, 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 good. This is my last apostle with removing spread, just to be really annoying. I'm going to dump it into Krakow. Haha! Lovely. Oh, we're really, really getting a lot more science per turn now. Where is it? 28 from beliefs. I'm going to start spreading it to Macedon. I think this is actually a really good opportunity. My missionaries are super cheap, so we'll just start spreading them. It's about 16 spreads. That should be enough to convert most of their empire to me. This will bank in time. This will make my trade routes even better than they were before, because a lot of them are going to allies. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Oh no, they just did 5 damage against my frigate armada. Oh, their city attacks are just frighteningly strong. Kupe. Oh, it's quite cute in a sort of horrifying way, isn't it? Never mind. I might see if I can get a scout to do the final attack here. The Golden Age is good. I think to arms is useful at declaring war, but I quite like Hic Sunc Draconas because this actually is fantastic at moving my units around the map quicker. Saying that Heartbeat of Steam is amazing when you've got huge science adjacency like I do. That would turn into massive production. Oh, it's all good, really. I think I'm going to go for Heartbeat of Steam because that will give me a lot more production, especially in my bigger cities where I'm going to appreciate it a bit more. Yeah, look at this. Seaport, 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 seaport. Lovely. And Enlightenment is finished as well. Should we, instead of serfdom, should we pick that one up? Rationalism, 16 science per turn? I think it always does a little bit better than you think it's going to do. 3, 4, 1. Yeah, that's awesome. 1 attack with a frigate, 2 attacks with a frigate, and then a Conquistador comes in to take this city. Oh, yeah. And I also get the points for converting the city even whilst at war. I like the fact the ordering means that I get that. Also, when I take over the city, I get an extra builder. I always forget that one. It's an amazing pickup. Oh, I forgot one of the most fun things about the Conquistador. I wanted to get an apostle there, didn't I? Or at least some. I'll get a missionary, because if it goes with a religious unit, there we go, within 1 hex it gets 10 extra combat strength. So that will be a 55, 65 strength unit eventually. That's awesome. So when you have that religious unit, they are no weaker than line infantry. Come a lot earlier in the game as well. It's not often you ferry religious units around the map when you're at war, but I need to get into the habit of doing it more because it is handy. Already I've managed to spread my religion to these 3 cities of Alexander, and I'm up to 36 science per turn. I didn't do this before, but Poland sort of woke something in me by trying to get rid of my religion. I realised just how good it was, and now I want to spread it to the world. Nanadol keeps flipping away from me. It's really annoying. Recruit a great writer. I'm tempted just to throw 3,000 gold just to get that, but I'm going to resist. I'll resist it for now, but colonialism will give me 2 awards. But yeah, I would genuinely spend 3,000 gold just to get Nanadol back. It's such a good city-state. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Davalex, Trafford Askby, Paul Coffey, Kroger Brand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard Portland, Petra Ryan, and Matthew Hatch. For all of your support and for everybody that generally helps the channel to thrive, thank you all very much. See you next time.